Hello adventurers! There are now 90 of you who are subscribed, so before we get on with part 2 of this tie-dye adventure, I'd just like to say welcome and thank you for subscribing. If you've been hanging around for a while, or this is your first video and you enjoy what you are watching, I'm going to ask you to hit the like button and subscribe. Now, let's tie-dye some towels. After I had chosen the dye colors and the towels were fully prepped, I put on a mask and gloves. We do this every time something is dyed because the dye is poisonous in this form. There are multiple tie-dye artists my mom knew when she was in college, and many she knows today who have had skin cancer multiple times on their hands and arms, as well as lung cancer from breathing in the dye particles. Like with soap and bath bomb making, safety takes priority. The colors I chose for this set of towels are turquoise, imperial purple, peony, bazooka bubblegum, electric green, and dances with raisins. I was kind of wary to use some of these colors together because some of the purples and greens I chose use cerulean as a base and others use turquoise. This might not seem like a big issue, and in the grand scheme of things it isn't. However, cerulean is a base color that gives a true blue undertone, while turquoise based colors tend to have a warmer, redder tone to them. We have exhausted the dye color cerulean in the wild. We can no longer produce it. This means that every color of dye that used cerulean as a base needs to be reformulated with a new base color. Turquoise is the color that is currently being used as the base color in reformulations. A new true blue has been formulated to replace cerulean dye as well. However, it also tends to be a tad bit warmer in color than cerulean was, and unless we learn how to mine meteorites, and there happens to be some of the minerals cerulean blue is made out of on said meteorites, we will not have the color cerulean blue ever again on this planet. This is really sad, and I can't help but think that the reason clothing looks so drab in dystopian novels is that they have exhausted the materials needed to make most dye colors. Why else is everyone dressed in shades of gray, brown, and beige? I'm starting out with placing a large stripe of turquoise across the middle of the towels. I'm going a bit heavy-handed with the dye because I don't want the dye to be pushed out of the fibers by water as the ice melts. Next up are smaller stripes of electric green, peony, imperial purple, bazooka bubblegum, and finally dances with raisins. In this form, none of the dye looks like it will when it has finished bonding with the fibers. This is most obvious with the electric green since it looks like bright yellow. However, once the ice goes on, the true colors of the dye are revealed. So it's been about another 30 minutes. Yes, Rex, I will throw your frisbee. Yes, I will throw it in a moment. It's been about 30 minutes. So we're gonna need to put more ice in here, but not at the moment. If you look down at the bottom, you can see the dye starting to drip down, and we can see some of the color soaking in. And then I did the other set of towels, and we did a fan design, and we're doing an incline on this one. And those are my colors down at the bottom. And you can see, especially on the little ones, we're gonna need to do more ice. And you can see how the color is dripping down through the fabric on these, and we definitely, no, I don't know. This is Rex. He really is very adamant that I throw his frisbee. I'll do it in a moment. I'll do that in a moment after I finish showing. Oh, here, can I not have your frisbee in the shot, love? So we're definitely, good boy. We're definitely gonna need to do more ice. Yeah. We're putting more ice on. That's a really vibrant green. I mean, I knew it was, Rex, get out of there.
Ice cubes.
I knew it was going to be a really vibrant green, but I wasn't expecting it to be that vibrant. But that's also not the color it's going to be at the end. Yes. Can I have that?
No.
No? He's not going to give it to me? You're not going to give it to me?
No, chase me.
The ice machine is,
Not keeping up with us.
yeah, not keeping up with the sun. So we went to buy ice. And this is number 2. This is a fan shape we should theoretically get out of this one. You have a bottle of it.
I just put it in a empty bottle that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Just to sprinkle it a little easier. It's probably enough on the washcloth itself, but we'll
Mm-hmm.
give it this washcloth so that one too. So this is just going to make sure that we're not getting to the point where the water is pushing the soda ash and the dye out of the fibers.
Okay.
And keep the dye parked.
Once the fabric is fully saturated with dye, we wait between 24 and 48 hours before we rinse out any excess dye. To fully set the dye, the fabric needs to reach an internal core temperature of 100 degrees for at least 4 hours. In the summer, once all the dye has been melted, the tie-dye goes into plastic bins with a cover and stay out in the sun for a greenhouse effect. In the winter, my mom places all of her current tie-dye projects about 18 inches from the wood-burning stove and pivots them every couple of hours to ensure the core temperature reaches 100 degrees. Once the internal temperature has been reached and the tie-dye has sat for 24 to 48 hours, we begin the rinsing process. My mom uses a 4-compartment sink with hot soapy water to rinse out her tie-dye. She does multiple hot soapy water baths until she can leave the tie-dye in the sink for 12 hours with the soapy water staying clear. This means all of the excess dye is out of the towels and her customers don't have to worry about the tie-dye staining their laundry funky colors in the wash. This is one set of towels. It's been a week. They've been out in the sun for a week. And this is the other set of towels, which I didn't really show you me making them. They're in a fan shape. I use more pastel colors than these ones. So we're going to start the rinsing process now. That's going to be really pretty.
Very pretty. So as it rinses, you're going to get more color variations in the darker areas because some of the color will rinse out. Just going to keep that running there while I
Do the others.
washcloth. Dresses in the washing machine at the moment. I might pull out.
And Wanda.
In Wanda, the Wonder Washer. You see how dark that is?
Yeah.
It takes a good 5 to 6 days to rinse out the excess color in towels, and I usually do it in my washing machine. I just run repeated hot water soaks and then let the washing machine rinse them out. It's easier on my hands and my body. See if we can move some stuff around in the rinse sinks.
Ooh. Yeah, that sea foam on the very tips. Those look pretty too.
Everything goes back outside to rinse, so I don't have too much moisture in my basement. Well, I always have too much moisture in my basement, but it helps reduce the moisture.
Yeah.
Alright,
They're pretty.
so these were done on the incline, and they actually feel a little crusty right now. Like they've gotten dry in that container. So I am going to give them a little hot water here.
Okay. Ooh. Yes. That's very
That
pretty.
color flow from the incline.
Yep.
These out in that container. The container is not very airtight, evidently.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
You usually want them to stay wet in there because when they stay wet, the dye continues to be active. Once the dye dries out, it stops reacting.
Mm-hmm. Lots of purples in this one.
Yeah. You've got very nice color flow.
Yeah, that's very pretty. I got the fan shape I wanted.
Yeah. These are actually done, so they're in their final rinse. I was waiting to see if the other dresses would be ready to do at the same time. So that I'm running a full washer load.
So these are things that you put hot water and Dawn dish soap in, right?
Yeah.
And when the water is clear, it means all the excess dye has got out of them. Yep.
So that can go in the washer. You can just open up the washer.
Sure.
This pillowcase is ready to go.
Is that a gift for graduation?
This is a gift for my desk baby, Zara. I opened this. This was one of the trays that I was opening on my website this past week.
Ooh. Cool.
I use these as gift bags.
And these are the dresses.
We got, this is a baby bib and some bandanas. They're half bandanas, so you can use them on yourself or your puppy. Get those in there. Woo! I'll show you what these look like. These are skater dresses.
Ooh, nice twist on the bottom.
Yep, so twist with a gather. And the last one is also a twist with a gather.
Cool. So we're gonna dump them in.
So we're gonna use these pads to get some of the excess color out, and then I'll rinse and repeat. So rinse in cold water, put them back in hot water baths. Excess out of there before I throw it in here. We'll add a little more hot water to this.
And we can already see how the
This
the
one's
water
that
turns.
one.
Yeah, that's really dark already, the water compared to then to now.
So sometimes when I'm opening things, I will go down the sinks and move them from one sink to the next. Keep moving them to a cleaner sink to get a lot of the excess out. But we've already got, these are already dark. So I would probably drain them now and then just run new hot water in them. Oops.
That one is very adamant that we're not going to.
We're gonna balance it a little bit. I gotta drain.
Bye bye, dirty water.
So the excess dye bonds with the soap. So the soap actually helps release the extra dye. The non-bounded. Non-bounded.
Bonded?
I'm gonna try one more time. Non-bonded dye. So my guess is when I come down here later this evening that the soap, there won't be any soap suds in here.
Okay.
You notice when we opened this there were soap suds in there? There wasn't anything for the soap suds to bind with.
Okay.
So because there was nothing there for them to bind with, they just sat there. Yep, so you can see right now I've got soap suds, but when I come down later, because this is the first real big rinse on this, The soaps, there won't be any soaps.
Okay.
Most likely, or very few. And I want to see that. That's actually something we want to see because it's telling me that it's getting rid of that excess. I'm just squeezing out as much of the dye as I can.
Is the craft room, your first look of it. And I'm going to show you the towels. So, my mom gave me a pillowcase, or gave me all the towels in a pillowcase, and isn't that so beautiful? Like the designs on that and how the colors split. It's so pretty. All right. So, I'll show you the towels that you saw me make first. I will start with the, this is the washcloth. The peony and the beluga bubblegum really kind of melded together. That imperial purple turned out really well, and the electric green is really, really vibrant in here, and the turquoise came through too. But you can kind of see with the imperial purple, it split, and it split red. It split red and blue. And the imperial purple had been reformulated with the turquoise in it. This one, there's a little bit more color variation in this one. Then we get to the big towel. This actually lost a lot of color. If you remember what it looked like, it was really, really dark around the purple edging. Like, look how the color variation in those spines occurred. It's so different from one corner to the other. So this corner over here is obviously where was in the center of the spiral that we did for this one. And this corner over here at the top is at the end of the spiral, but the variation is so beautiful. All right, my goal for the other set of towels for them to turn out into a fan, and I'm gonna start with this towel again. So we did a little teeny tiny bit of seafoam only on the corner, like the fold portion of the fan. So that's what you see up in this corner. And then I did a lot of pastels on this one. I think I used my peony color again. I don't remember the other colors I used. I think I might have used some electric blue or cerulean, but I don't know for sure. You can definitely see the fan shape on this one, and the seafoam came out a lot better on this one. So this one was done these were done at an incline. So the water and the dye actually went from the top of so if we folded it up and we had it like this, the water and the dye actually went, and as the water melted and it went with the dye, and it dripped down through the fabric. So that's how you get the streaking and the water effects in this, or it looks more watercolory than the other ones. And then we got the big towel, and I want to make sure I'm showing it to you the right way. All right, I think this is correct. It's so pretty. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, it's so gorgeous. It looks like a little bit of a sunset or a crest. Like, the color variation in there is so cool. That's so cool. So yeah, that's a much better image right there of it. So, thank you for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. May all of your side quests be memorable and your main quest be fulfilling. If you have any questions, or if you've done tie-dyeing before and you have like colors you like, or there's a style of tie-dye you like, let me know in the comments. I'm going to once again list all of my mom's handles for Instagram and Facebook and her website in the description below. And I hope you enjoy your day and your weekend. You will be seeing more stuff about the craft room in shorts, and if I ever get around to it, Instagram reels. And there's going to be a video coming out on the making of this space at some point. Thank you, Courtney, for the lav mic and the camera. I'm not using the camera currently, but thank you for the lav mic and the camera. I am excited to see what I will be making with both of them. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Once again, bye.